Kenneth Walker III just produced 161 total yards to deliver Super Bowl 60 to the city of Seattle, and today, the Seattle Seahawks are officially treating him like yesterday's news. This is the most cold-blooded situation in the history of professional sports. We are talking about the only Super Bowl MVP in history who could be looking for a new home before the championship parade even finishes. This isn't just a rumor. This is the brutal, high-stakes reality of the NFL in 2026. Let's go back to the night of February 8, 2026. Levi's Stadium. The Seattle Seahawks are facing the New England Patriots in a defensive slugfest. The passing game is stuck in the mud. Sam Darnold is struggling to find a rhythm. But then, number 9 takes over. Kenneth Walker III puts on a clinic, racking up 135 rushing yards on 27 carries. He adds another 26 receiving yards, bringing his total to a staggering 161 scrimmage yards. He was averaging over 5 yards per carry against the top-ranked defense in the league. He ripped off a 30-yard explosive run and a 29-yard burst in a single drive. By the time the clock hit 0 and the Seahawks secured that 29-13 victory, there was no doubt who the MVP was. Kenneth Walker III became the first running back since Terrell Davis in 1998 to win the Pete Rozelle Trophy. That is a 28-year gap. He did what legends like Marshawn Lynch and Shaun Alexander couldn't do. He was the king of Seattle. But being the king doesn't mean you get paid in 2026. Just 11 days after hoisting that trophy, the bombshell dropped. Reports from Adam Schefter and ESPN indicate the Seattle Seahawks are unlikely to use the franchise tag on their superstar back. The cost of that tag? A fully guaranteed $14.1 million for one season. To you and me, that sounds like a fair price for the man who just won you a world title. To the Seahawks front office, it's an unmistakable message. They are basically telling Walker that he is a disposable asset. The logic is terrifyingly cold. The Seahawks are currently navigating a massive $37.9 million cap hit for quarterback Sam Darnold. They have stars like Jackson Smith-Njigba, the reigning Offensive Player of the Year, looking for a market-setting extension. They have Devin Witherspoon waiting for a record-breaking cornerback contract. In their eyes, the running back position is where you save money. They believe in the Shanahan system, where you can plug in a day 2 rookie or a cheap veteran and get 80% of the production. They look at Walker's 4 years of high-volume carries, and they see a player about to hit the running back wall. They don't see the 1,027 rushing yards he put up in the regular season or the 313 rushing yards he hammered out during this postseason run. They see a line item they can delete to balance the books. Fans in Seattle are absolutely losing their minds. And why wouldn't they? This is the guy who stayed up all night in his hotel room after the Super Bowl just to celebrate with his family because the moment was too surreal to sleep. This is the guy whose father, Kenneth Walker Jr., attended his very first NFL game just to watch his son make history. The emotional connection is peak, but the business side is zero-sum. If the Seahawks don't use that tag by March 3rd, Walker hits the open market on March 11th. And trust me, the rest of the league is circling like sharks. The Dallas Cowboys are desperate for a championship-caliber closer. The Chicago Bears need an elite weapon to support their young core. Even the Minnesota Vikings are being named as a top landing spot to pair Walker with J.J. McCarthy. We could see a situation where the Super Bowl MVP signs a $15 million per year deal with a rival, while the Seahawks are left scouting round 3 rookies. It would be the ultimate betrayal in the eyes of the fans, but for John Schneider and the Seahawks brass, it's just another day at the office. We are watching a historical outlier. Never before has a player reached the absolute summit of the sport, won the highest individual honor on the biggest stage, and been told, thanks, but no thanks, less than a month later. It's the ultimate, what have you done for me lately, moment. If 161 yards and a Lombardi trophy doesn't buy you security in this league, then the running back position is officially in a state of emergency. By the time March rolls around, the hero of Seattle might be their biggest nightmare in a different jersey. The clock is ticking, and the most disrespectful contract standoff in NFL history is just getting started.